One application you will be using often is Google Mail. Get to Google Mail from the Google search page by clicking the waffle and choosing Mail. In your first time in, there'll be a little tutorial that you can learn step by step to learn more about Google Mail. Very quickly, there's the big red Compose button. You click Compose, and then all you have to know is the student's name that you're trying to send an email to. So if you start typing in preferably their last name, they will show up. And hopefully there's a picture, which will show you how to do that later, but all these are test accounts. If you want to copy a student, so the email is not necessarily to them, but you want them to know that this email is being sent, so you can do that. And then there's actually blind copy, which I don't recommend, but you send an email, the person at blind copy gets the email, but the other recipients don't know that they're on there. Subject, you want to type in a clear subject, because that'll be used later. And then you simply type in your message using all the etiquette that you've learned. I've actually already put in a signature, and I'll show you how to do that. And this information is posted at the bottom of every email that I sent. Before I click send, I note that I can format my message by making something bold or italic, underline, and changing the text and all those kind of things. I can add an attachment. I can pull something straight from my Google Drive. I can take a picture, a link, and the all-important emoji. If I go all the way to the right, there's an arrow. If I click on the arrow, I can actually check my spelling. And that's enough to get you going to send a message, so I'm just going to send that. Then I noticed that I had an email in my inbox, and all I have to do is click on that to read the email. So I see the email, and I've actually already replied. The way you reply is you just click the arrow here, or you drop down, and if there's more than one person on the email, it would actually say reply to all. I can also reply down here. Notice I've also inserted an image for me. Okay, back to my inbox. Note that once you've selected a message, I'm going to select that message that was sent to me by my math teacher, and then I can begin to organize my emails. All right. Archive simply removes that message from my inbox. It'll still be in my mailbox in general. I would just have to go up here and search for it in order to find it. I can delete, which will actually put the email in a folder over here called trash. And that trash will be automatically emptied every 30 days. I can put something in folders, but I recommend labeling them. When you click label, as long as I have a message selected, I can actually check a box to label it, and I can create new labels on the fly there. And I've already created this math folder, placed a check there, so now this email is in the folder called math, and it's in my inbox. So if I go down here, notice when I created that label math, it created a folder called math, and there's that message. So back to my inbox, I'm going to go back and I'm going to archive that message. Now it's out of my inbox, but once again, it's still in the math folder. Next is the settings. So in every Google program, you find the Google Gear, and under the Gear, you can find Help. So you might be able to answer some of your questions on your own. And then go to Settings. A couple settings I'm going to point out as I scroll down. I personally wouldn't change a lot of settings until I determined a need to do so. Here's a picture. I click on Change Picture, and I just choose a file. If I choose a file on a Chromebook, it'll automatically go to my Chromebook files and find those. So I suggest going out and doing a Google image search or taking a picture of yourself or something along those lines, and then inserting the file here. And then the other thing is my signature. So I roll down signature, and notice I put in, you can just type in whatever you want, change the font, bold, italics, all those, as long as it's appropriate. And then after I've made those changes, I go down and I click Save Changes. A couple other things I would look at is themes, so you can personalize how you look at your emails. I like the high contrast theme. And the other one is offline. If you click on offline, it just takes you to the web store, and you can get, it's the Gmail offline application. And what that'll do is allow you to check your Gmail when you are not in a place where you have internet access. Back to inbox, and I think you're ready to go. Good luck.